Mark White is our Home and Security editor, and he will explain more about that. How far will this go, Mark?
Well, this is the subtlety of what is being put out by Scotland Yard this morning. We don't have a formal police investigation. What they are saying is that they will look into the matter with a view to launching an investigation if that is appropriate. Now, we know that they did something similar, of course, when all of the revelations about the Christmas parties came out in December. And then, of course, it was decided that it wasn't appropriate to launch a full-blown police investigation. It may be that this time they've got something more tangible to work off, but whether that's something that would actually impact the Prime Minister, or whether it would be the principal private secretary who is quoted in that email, who sent the email out, Martin Reynolds, that might be the man who is in some deep trouble this morning, and certainly we're getting already some government spokespeople off the record, or on the record but off camera, telling political journalists that this individual should never have put out such an email for such a gathering in the first place, and they can understand why the public would be angry. I seem to remember similar comments coming from government sources during December as well. So it seems that already the Prime Minister's people are lining up their potential defence, and it may well be to put this man in the firing line.
It's really interesting because, obviously the pressure is mounting on, as you say, Martin Reynolds and any of the 40 or so of the 100 who decided, miscalculation to attend that party. But there presumably will also be some pressure on how the Metropolitan Police handle this. Dame Cressida Dick has to be seen to be neutral in this and not kowtowing to the government. And, it doesn't take very much investigation to look back into some of the breaches that the police did act on during the first lockdown. For example, we can always remember that couple, two young women who met for a walk in Derbyshire. Yeah. They'd picked up a cup of coffee on the way to meet each other, and because of that, it constituted a picnic, and they were both fined £200, and that was given the green light by the then Health Secretary, Matt Hancock.
It's infuriating, it really is. We can understand how many people would be very angry, given that they had to comply with the letter of the law that was laid down, those repeated Downing Street press conferences telling people that they have got to abide by these COVID regulations for the sake of their fellow citizens. And of course, some people fell foul of that. So it would absolutely reek, of course, if now, with proof, it would seem, in the form of an email with reports suggesting that the Prime Minister himself, along with his wife, attended that event in May of 2020, it would certainly leave a very sour taste if there is no significant impact or sanction against those responsible for that. Of course, the government already has employed the use of Sue Gray, this civil servant who is looking into the various allegations of parties over December as one reason why they can't come out full-throatedly and address the specific allegations for the moment. But I'm not sure that that will play, especially when we come to PMQs on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting few days politically and, as you were explaining, in terms of the Met Police as well. Mark White, thanks very much. Keep us posted on any developments with that story.